You may have driven past the Maine Humanities Council on Brighton Avenue before, but unless you participated in one of their programs, you might not know what it is they do inside. So today on Your Hometown, we're going to find out exactly what that is. Let's go.
Well, you drive down Brighton Avenue, as we are, and people do tell me all the time, they say, I've seen your building, but I don't really know what the Humanities Council is. And I guess I can say what we're not. I'll start by saying we're not a humane society. People think that. We're not a dentist. Most of the offices around here are dentists. We're not a human services organization. What we are is an organization that's dedicated to getting the people of Maine connected up with the power and pleasure of ideas.
What does that mean, the power and pleasure of ideas?
You know, you think of arts and humanities often together, but we're not arts. Artists create stuff. Artists build things, they make paintings, sculptures, write literature. People in the humanities take those creations and make sense of them somehow by putting them into context. So the humanities are things like history, philosophy, art history, religion, those sorts of things that try to make sense of human activity.
And there certainly is a lot of activity at the Maine Humanities Council. They truly have a program for everyone, no matter where your hometown may be. Their programs are offered for the general public, and many of them are free. In today's economy, that goes a long way. One of the council's scholars, Peter Eicher, says reading and sharing ideas is a budget-friendly activity.
It is one of the cheaper pleasures compared to a lot of other things you might do. It also forms community and forms friendship, and these are things, as people are talking about now, as perhaps we won't have the same abilities to consume or to buy. We have to put our values and find appreciation elsewhere, and books and talking about books and meeting over them is a pretty inexpensive way to build things we feel are very valuable.
The ability to read is one of the most powerful ways to be able to travel and experience other aspects of the world of life, of different cultures, when you have absolutely no money, you're flat broke, and there's no way I'm going to be able to go to India, for example, anytime soon. I just don't have the money for it. But I can pick up a book that's about India, and it's the next best thing.
Scholars and participants agree that you cannot put a price on the value of new friendships formed by sharing ideas. For Eicher, he feels the discussions make him available to new ideas as well.
After I come out of one of these sessions, I know much more about the work, about reading, and about the issues of the work than I did when I came in.
So in many ways, the participants are teaching you as well.
Oh, absolutely.
The Maine Humanities Council has a program for everyone, starting with their youngest participants in Born to Read. This program helps children in their first 3 years prepare for school and appreciate reading. They also offer correctional system programs, and in New Books, New Readers, participants just learning how to read can explore the language and share deep ideas. Let's Talk About It offers theme-based series in local libraries, and Teachers for a New Century continues professional development for educators. Similarly, Literature and Medicine helps bring healthcare professionals together on a first-name basis through reflective literature. Melissa Walsh says that she enjoys participating in the programs offered because she learns from others' experiences, and she has a chance to read something, not for school or work, but for herself.
What has been one of your favorite experiences being part of this group?
The disagreements, actually.
That's kind of funny to say.
I came to the group last year, and I was really intimidated by all of these people who seemed to have all this wisdom and this knowledge about these books, and I was like, I'm going to open my mouth and I'm going to say something stupid. And I was just a little bit intimidated at first. The first book that we read was I think it was called The Canon by Natalie Angier. Half the people really loved it and half the people really hated it. And immediately I was thrown into this like back and forth between why it was great, why it was terrible. And by the time we got to the end of the session, people had kind of reached this middle ground of understanding the book from a more well-rounded perspective than they had when we started out the conversation. And watching that intense disagreement over the book develop into a mutual understanding in such a passionate manner, just it broke the ice, and it made me feel like these are not the sort of people who were going to judge me because I hadn't read the bio of the author and done all this research into the text other than just reading the book.
You still sit there and are afraid to volunteer your information?
No. I think they'll tell you I'm one of the more mouthy ones.
Which is good.
No matter what time you call home, the Maine Humanities Council has a program near you.
If people aren't involved in programs like this, they should find one or they should start one. The Maine Humanities Council has some awesome programs. It's worth the time.
For more information on the Maine Humanities Council, log on to their website. There's a link on myfoxmaine.com.